Okay, so before we start here, looks like Stewart got hurt and Pierce. So we are down two guys.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear for fitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, this group right here, Brock, poised to make a run in the playoffs, but they've had to earn that trip to the postseason, haven't they, without some of their teammates here on the field.
And for everyone on this injury report, the key is recovery. If you got a shot to make it back, any shot, you're going to do all you can to be a part of a playoff run. For those guys out there playing today, the key word is prevention. Do not add anybody else to this list before the postseason arrives.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Cut by Hunt. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Able to find Smith-Schuster here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Colts adding a man to the secondary here. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. He breaks the tackle, and they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown! Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Josh Downs to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Let's go now. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They motion the tight end over. Option give to Taylor. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Come on, come on. Hey, pass the 60, pass the 60. Go.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Hey, check that street.
1st down throw here from Richardson. This is reeled in by Pittman. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Check, man. Rig.
Taylor again. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Taylor runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They soften that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts start off well to tie things 7-7. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That's brought in by Hunt. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have second and pretty long here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Brought in by Juju. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing again, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. So no return on that punt. And the Colts will take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready? Pat the street! Pat the street! Check smash! Check smash!
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Ready? Hurt!
Motioning the tight end now.
Ready?
They go again with Taylor. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Ready?
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Two! Check smash! Big Lion!
From the gun, Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Let's go now. Hurt, hurt. Jack, hurt, hurt. Go.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hook it, 19.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Taylor now up the middle. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Throw left side, complete. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a handoff for Taylor. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back.
Wow. Let's go.
He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb in quarterbacks? When we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, Well, they can make you pay just as he did.
Gay with the point after. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow. My time.
Mahomes trying again after the pick. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Yellow. My time.
From the 36. This one finds Kelce. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
My time.
They motion a receiver left.
My time.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
My time.
Back to the air, Mahomes. That finds Hunt, complete. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
My time.
Another throw for Mahomes. That's complete to Juju. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Yellow. My time.
They bring their tight end left.
My time.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Yellow. My time.
Another try following the sack. He's on the move. He's keeping it. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Yellow. Yellow. My time.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Downs on the return. Returns looking good so far.
Oh my gosh. Oh, go, go, go.
Still going. And our last play of the half is going to be a touchdown. He takes the kick back. No flags down. That's going to count. The advent of a new style of kickoff in 2024 created all sorts of new strategies to generate big returns. And Brock, here we see their own design executed to perfection to spring them for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen a rule change that has invigorated special teams coaches, head coaches, all the coaches, as much as this one did this offseason, each looking for their own wrinkle to try to throw in there and do what we just saw, break it the length of the field for 6 big points.
Gay to add the extra point. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. We've reached halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Josh Allen, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. We saw former rushing champ Jonathan Taylor be a big-time factor in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's
What's up, Daniel? Happy Thursday, buddy.
To tighten up
We got a big lead, man, and we get the ball
for the second
coming
half
out of halftime.
it's
So
time to get back
things
at it.
looking good so far.
Rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it.
Ready up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
They'll start this series with an option left. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Hey, what's up, Max? How you doing, buddy?
Quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Go, Reed. Go. Check. Ready.
This is Taylor. And he rocks the tackler.
Oh,
And he's
man.
stopped right around
Big
the
game for
45-yard
Taylor
line.
so far, almost 100 yards.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Rig.
Here's Taylor. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
We'll see, buddy. We'll see.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
A run here with Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Rig alert.
Here's a give to Taylor. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
All right, gotcha,
8
buddy.
yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, smash Bronco!
That's complete right side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and 4 coming up now. To throw, Richardson. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat!
Now a handoff to Taylor. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up second and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he
There we
runs
go.
it across, touchdown! The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love
Oh,
this play,
okay.
and
That's
defensive
all right, buddy.
coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Able to find Smith-Schuster here. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
First down. 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught by Hunt. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped
Oh,
again.
that pressure killing Mahomes right now.
Back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Colts and this running back headed back out for a new series. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Option give to Taylor. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was 8 and 9, man. 8 and 9, and they freaking, I got it as a wild card somehow.
One of these teams to the AFC
I
title
had to
game.
take down Baltimore in Baltimore
And they know they're
in the
only
wild
one
card round.
quarter away from advancing here. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that, street. Hurt.
Now a run with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. There's 5 on that play. They need 5
Yeah,
more
man,
now on
it's
third
playoffs.
down.
We're gassing these guys now. Just got to finish them off. I can't believe we're up 35-10 on freaking Chiefs.
Hold it ready.
Running right, this is Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get it. Street. Let go.
Taylor again. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I'll have to check. I don't know who they lost to.
options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Set. Check, 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 check. Hut, hut.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Ready. No street.
A tight end in motion now.
Ready.
They go again with Taylor. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Ready.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Ready.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Yeah, you see what I'm doing? I'm double teaming Chris Jones, and I'm just spreading them out. It's giving me those inside lanes.
This defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Rig. Ready.
They give it to him again. And he's able to keep it moving down to the 28. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Go. Check match. Check match. Rig alert. Rig alert. Set. Hey. Go.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Fourth down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the 1st time. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Oh, this kicker, he stresses me out.
Of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 37. Hauled in by Gray. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he works this to the 38.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Defense has been pretty good. I've been trying to keep them in like a shell defense, don't allow to get beat deep. It's worked out pretty well.
Just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's brought in by Hunt. And they take him down right along
Like,
the 30.
bend but don't break, you know what I mean?
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing again, Mahomes. That pass is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This time they're
Look
gonna
at that pass rush. Beautiful.
Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect.
And he's in trouble.
Again, let's go. 3 sacks for Pay.
And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working. Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Fourth and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them. They'll go. It's Mahomes. That's cut beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Well, it's going to end it, guys. God, they gave up pretty easy. All right, we move on to the AFC Championship game.
On the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the Conference Championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Kansas City.
Oh, man, we're taking on the Bills in this one, guys.